Okay, so here is part two of the Nazaya's story. That's headlining in the media right now. Okay. Um, Part one was just posted. This is part two. If you're not informed, this is the individual who went missing around age 14, and they have not found her body yet. Okay, so this is how I predict what could be going on with her based on her destiny matrix chart. Destiny matrix chart. Okay, so here's part two. Back to the situation with her being the victim. She has the warrior program. The warrior program is 12-19-7. So she has that program which started and she developed at the age 8 or 9. My thoughts and theory is that it was over a male of her age with her possibly fussing with another female, and the energy led her in the boy's direction. Okay, that energy may show up in her 30s with the 12 arcana, which is the hangman and tarot. It's tarot. Like he's probably going to start coming out the blue and around her 20s, like something around her 20s, but really vividly in her 30s. Okay. Um, Now, this also can reference to a rental property, and I recently saw a clip of one of her relatives fussing with the landlord, and he had a son. And a boy's energy definitely popped up, so he had a son. So it can reference to a rental property she was staying in. Something of such could be linked to her situation, like that could be linked to the situation. They probably was around the same age, but anywho, um, now, in her programs, it shows that her family didn't betray her, okay? And my inner thoughts was like, okay, her family didn't betray her, but she possibly betrayed her family because it is said that she was pregnant by her aunt's boyfriend, baby father, or whatever. So that's the betrayal energy. But and I also see betrayal as killing or unaliving, okay? Um, so in her programs, it shows that her family didn't betray her. So she has the unborn program within her money channel, okay, and she's basically famous because of her money channel and the channel that she died on, which is the 16 energy. So whatever that 16 energy got going on, he knows exactly. And the 16 is always a male energy, knows what's going on with her vividly because the number 16 is the reason that she is famous, okay. And she's under the 16, which is right now, okay, in these years. Last year it was like hit and miss, like they gave glimpse of her situation, very little energies. But the other story with Alexis, the other child around her age that was missing, she was mostly relevant around that time, okay, and that was during her 21 arcana, which is a female around her age, someone who's the heiress or something of that energy. Now she's in the energy, she's in a number of fame, like why she is famous. So this 16 person is the reason she is famous, okay. um Now she has an unborn child program. One second. Okay, so she has the unborn, where is it? Unborn child program within a money channel at age 40. And age 50 from birth, she was called to be a spiritual priest. Started at age 1 and 2. So she was like really spiritually gifted from birth. With the 16, 16 is also a spiritual number. But she has a heavy 22 in her money channel, and she has a lot of sevens. Seven could be a number of conspiracy. Again, mentioned in the first video, it can be a number of logic and most importantly, spiritual inclination, like being a very spiritual person. Okay, so she had that energy of becoming like a spiritual priest at age 1 and 2, especially within her years of living. Okay, like before she died, 10 to 14 years of age, she had that spiritual gift to teach others, like teach people probably most likely around her age. Okay, that program will be 21 10 16. Okay, which is the spiritual priest program. So back to the 16 arcana. Again, the 16 is the tower card in tarot. Okay, the 16 has trace of fear of financial instability or holding on to a crumbling financial foundation. Also, fear of leaving a tragic relationship that is basically already over. In these years, she's dealing with the program 12-16-7, the Emperor energy. 12-16-7, the Emperor energy. 16-16, that 16 knows what's going on. 16, okay. Whoever that 16 is, okay, whoever that 16 is, okay. That person. person knows what's going on. Okay, so the Emperor energy details you are a resilient, confident leader. And remember, I feel like she was a leader of a group and she was the oldest of her cousins, seemingly, okay? You are a resilient, confident leader, yet not cruel. So she was the opposite of what was probably done to her. Okay, she had evil within her, I feel. According to her past energy, not feel, I know. But she wasn't the aggressive type, okay? She was dealing with aggressiveness, okay? And so anyway, yet not cruel. And you know how to resolve conflicts peacefully. That's why I feel like she wants someone to complete out her story or to stop what's going on. Her unaliving definitely put a stop to something. Once they get to the resolution, they'll see what she put a stop to. She definitely put a stop to something. And I also feel like that plug energy, like if someone pulled the plug on her unaliving with her dealing with the 10 and 13. 10 is of the, it's not the world, it's the wheel of fortune, which is another form of the world, okay? Um, it's a bigger, well, not really a bigger world, but it is a big world within its own small world. So, like, anywho, continuing on. So, yeah, okay, so how to resolve conflicts peacefully. She did not show aggression towards others, neither active or passive. She expressed herself as a unique individual. Her love story made up a big part of her life, with her having a comfort number 11. So she had a comfort. 11 was her number. 11 was her. Okay, 11 is of a high power energy. It's definitely of law enforcement as well too. She had that embedded in her. Okay, balance, equal, the justice, the scale. Okay, having patience with your lover. The justice card is like an elevation. Well, not really an elevation, but it's like a good, stable place in a workplace or what have you. But anywho, so place now here's where she could have met her partner, a guy of her age, I believe in age, same age. So this is places where she could have met her guy, individuals, or what have you. Places where she possibly related to movement, places related to movement, sports, fitness centers, dancing sections, competition concerts, places with large spaces, nature arenas, production energies, workshops, places of strength, places related to women. Okay, 11 is a women energy as well too. And she had the 3 popular number, which is a woman as well too. I feel like she had conflicts with women. Okay. Something seems fishy with the female, the adults, like she was with the females in her family. Now this one may be rated R, like too much information, but I'm still going to say it. Okay, something seems fishy with the female adults, like she was possibly used for something because of their or her lack of passion. Like use your own 2 cents or use your own whatever. But yeah. Of course, I got a part 3 coming, but this to start off with her generational line. Okay, here's her generational line. Of course, speaking of her generational line, with respect, I am disclosing the information of her life through Destiny Matrix. So all things is done with respect, okay? But starting with her female line, she had the number 12 energy sacrifice, desire to constantly receive love from the outside. For a long time, children were not allowed to leave their parents. Children live with someone else. Wait, children live someone else's life. No development in business, only fading. Okay, this is a female heritage, or female. Number 17, energy, creative unfulfillment, no social fulfillment, pride, which causes losses, refusal of offers, do not admit mistakes, secrets, and mysteries. The family wants to hide something. The number 5, I may have to do number 5 on the next video. Okay, so hold on, because I'll do a part 2. I mean, a part 3.